The neuralizer. Keep it simple, Slade.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
You know when you watch a sci-fi flick that shows aliens, iconic black suits and quirky gadgets, but also has cultural relevance and mildly entertaining. Yes, that's right, it's Men in Black. The first Men in Black movie, released in 1997, was an instant hit and quickly became one of the cornerstones of pop culture. It brilliantly blended elements of the 90s films such as sci-fi with aliens, old cop-rookie cop tandem, and slapstick comedy. Let's not also forget the addition of the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith, who was a rising star at this point, which probably contributed to the success of the film. While the second movie may not have quite matched the success of the first due to horrible writing, some staff replacement, and bad CGI, which I can easily forgive, it still holds a special place in our hearts, especially for those who grew up watching it. However, if you try to rewatch out of nostalgia or you're just bored, you'd probably have some questions like I did, but you know, I'm into aliens invading the Earth while Agents J and K stops them, so I'll give it a pass. Now, fast forward a decade later, and the franchise is back with a vengeance. With the release of the third film, the Men in Black saga is restored to its former glory, breathing new life into the series by tapping our nostalgia of the past with complexity. Plus, the CGI is not that bad, you know, since it's 2012 already. But what's even more exciting is the introduction of the concept of time travel, adding a whole new dimension and giving us a glimpse of how the agency was around during the 60s, particularly Agent K. But you know, I'm not going to give you a detailed summary of the movies in this video. I mean, come on, where's the fun in that? Instead, we'll explore some of the interpretations that can be drawn from the Men in Black universe. 1. Men in Black being a metaphor for immigration. First interpretation we can have with the movie Men in Black is that it's a metaphor for immigration and assimilation. I mean, it's already self-explanatory. Aliens come here on Earth for whatever reasons and try to blend in with us, concealing their true identities. Immigrants often face similar challenges whenever they are in a foreign country, navigating unfamiliar cultures while preserving their heritage. By taking a look at it this way, the film takes on new layers of resonance and relevance. Basically, the movie portrays Earth along with the organization to be more or less like a country willing to accept immigrants and refugees as long as they aren't a threat to the planet. With that being said, here are some philosophical implications of the themes of alienation and assimilation in Men in Black. Existentialism. Men in Black reflects existentialist themes. By showing us extraterrestrial characters, we are forced to ask fundamental questions regarding our existence, such as where did we come from? Where are we going? Are there any other beings that live in the universe? And many other questions. In fact, the ending of the first Men in Black shows that an alien is playing with multiple universes just like a toy, making us question reality itself. In relation to alienation and assimilation, aliens who migrate to Earth would experience alienation from us humans since they are from a galaxy far, far away. Additionally, they'll try to assimilate their culture on Earth while concealing their true identity from the public. Those employed by Men in Black, including our main characters, also experience alienation. Their identities are removed, and they no longer exist. They are just identified by the first letter of their name, and they even work 37 hours a day. Initially, you'll feel special working in there since you are part of a secret society, but being in the organization for a long time will definitely make you feel alienated from society. Social contract theory. Through the assimilation of aliens here on Earth, relationships will be formed regardless of the situation. The relationship between humans and aliens and Men in Black can be analyzed using social contract theory, wherein aliens who migrate to Earth must obey certain rules defining their rights and duties as mandated by the Men in Black organization. An example from the movie itself is when some aliens are assigned to specific designated areas, and whenever they venture beyond their designated area, the Men in Black intervenes to remind them of the rules and may apply brute force if necessary. The organization is tasked with maintaining order and harmony between aliens and humans here on Earth. Philosophers like Thomas Hobbes and John Locke would examine how social contracts, such as the situation of aliens and Men in Black, shape power dynamics and define the boundaries of inclusion and exclusion in society. Cultural relativism. Another implication of assimilation is cultural relativism. Men in Black prompts viewers to consider the diversity of cultural norms and values in human and alien societies presented in the movie. The film challenges ethnocentric perspectives by portraying aliens with their own customs, languages, and traditions. Some even practice their culture vulgarly. Philosophical concepts of cultural relativism suggest that no single culture possesses absolute truth or superiority, and individuals should approach cultural differences with an open mind and a willingness to learn. In the case of Men in Black, they practice cultural relativism, respecting alien culture as long as it does not pose any threat and they are not being seen by human eyes. By exploring the interactions between humans and aliens, Men in Black encourages audiences to embrace cultural diversity and challenge preconceived notions of normalcy. Two Men in Black is a warning about authority and oversight. The Men in Black operate outside the confines of traditional government agencies, wielding immense power and autonomy. Yes, read it again, they have unlimited power. Also, it's a setup ripe for questioning the ethics of unchecked authority and the delicate balance between security, individual rights, and alien rights. As we follow the adventures of our beloved agents, we constantly see them committing alien and human rights violations, using scare tactics and brute force just to get information. The movie may portray it in a funny way, but legally speaking, what they are doing is a huge no-no. And if those aliens really had alien rights, our fearless agents would likely have trampled all over them, and the agency would be facing multiple complaints that would probably lead to the closure of the establishment. The movie is a thought-provoking notion that prompts us to consider the consequences of giving someone too much authority without adequate oversight. And our history is rife with examples of power being abused. The thing with the movie is that, albeit the organization has authority and oversight, it never shows us individuals taking too much advantage of that power and using it to rule the world. Maybe they're just busy working 37 hours a day. Who knows? Also another thing, Agents J and K, with their unwavering commitment to the greater good, embodies utilitarian principles. They're maximizing happiness for the greatest number of people, even if it means making some unethical decisions along the way. When assessing our agents' actions, specifically regarding the secrecy of alien existence, extracting necessary information, and their use of memory-wiping neuralizers, we can't help but think of utilitarianism. It's all about weighing the potential benefits of maintaining secrecy, security, and avoiding mass paranoia against the individual rights and freedoms of both humans and aliens. 3. Social commentary and critique. When we really think about it, the whole covert vibe of the Men in Black organization hits close to home when we consider real-world issues like government surveillance and conspiracy theories. Just like how the Men in Black operate under the radar to keep aliens under wraps, there's this eerie parallel to how governments might be keeping tabs on us without us even knowing. But we'll definitely never know about it. Then there's this whole thing about personal privacy. In the Men in Black universe, you've got these memory-wiping neuralizers erasing people's memories left and right. It's like a metaphor for how our own privacy feels like it's getting erased bit by bit, whether it's through social media tracking, data breaches, and many others. These movies really make you think twice about how private our privacy is. And let's not forget about conspiracy theories. The Men in Black movies are chock full of them, from aliens living among us to secret government agendas. A perfect example is available in the third movie, wherein they showed a prison located on the moon called Lunar Max. And to top that, they even showed us that before the successful launch of Apollo 11, there was a battle going on. As a kid or someone who's into sci-fi and conspiracy theories, these kinds of scenarios are mind-blowing. It's like they're tapping into this whole zeitgeist of questioning what we're being told and who's pulling the strings behind the scenes. So yeah, when you look past all the flashy gadgets and alien shenanigans, the Men in Black movies are actually serving up some pretty deep commentary on the world we live in today. It's like they're saying, hey, wake up and smell the intergalactic coffee. You see, one of the cool things about these films is how they hold up a mirror to society and make us question what we consider normal or perfect. Take that scene in the third movie where Jay drops the bombshell that all supermodels are aliens. It's like this tongue-in-cheek way of saying, hey, maybe what we think is perfect isn't really all that perfect after all. Think about it, supermodels are often held up as these paragons of beauty and perfection, right? But behind the scenes, it's a whole different story. The pressure to maintain that flawless image can lead to some pretty unhealthy habits, like extreme dieting or even starving themselves. By flipping the script and saying, hey, those perfect beings you admire so much. Yeah, they're actually aliens. The movie kind of shines a light on the absurdity of our obsession with perfection. It's like the Men in Black movies are nudging us to take a step back and reevaluate what we value as a society. Maybe imperfection isn't something to be ashamed of, but rather something to celebrate. After all, it's our quirks and flaws that make us uniquely human, right? Conclusion. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, when we peel back the layers of flashy gadgets and alien antics, we're left with something pretty profound. The Men in Black movies aren't just about saving the world from extraterrestrial threats. They're about saving ourselves from our own shortcomings. Whether it's questioning the ethics of unchecked authority, exploring the complexities of cultural assimilation, or shining a light on the absurdity of our obsession with perfection, these films hold up a mirror to society and force us to take a long, hard look at ourselves. But here's the thing, they do it with a wink and a nod, sprinkling in plenty of humor and action along the way. Because at the end of the day, they're not just movies. They're a reminder that it's okay to laugh at ourselves, to question the status quo, and to embrace our imperfections. So the next time you pop in a Men in Black DVD or catch a rerun on TV, remember, it's not just entertainment. It's a mirror reflecting back the absurdity and wonder of the world we live in. And maybe, just maybe, it'll inspire us to be a little kinder, a little wiser, and a little more accepting of the beautifully imperfect beings we are.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe for more. If you didn't like it, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Peace out.